What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Six Cars. This one's going to be a quick intro because we actually do have to hit the road pretty quickly here because we are heading to a Porsche True North meet out in Yorkville, so just outside of Toronto. But this weekend there is quite a few events going on, so this is going to be a bit of a mismatch of all kinds of different cars in this video. Plenty of supercars and whatever other quirkiness and maybe some just random car spots thrown in as well. So basically whatever we find in Toronto this weekend is going to be in this video, and I think it's going to be good because we're finally getting some good weather. So let's just hit the road. We'll start with Porsches and then find out whatever else we hit. I think there is a 992.2 event going on as well. So before we hit the road, guys, make sure you've hit subscribe, like, comment, and share. And I'll flip this camera right around and we'll get ourselves to Porsche Center Yorkville. Start the Great Mirage over to Porsche Yorkville here. They've already got the road closed off, so should be a sign there's quite a few cars, and the event just started, so I think it's going to be a busy one, guys. Okay, so yeah, I wasn't kidding, guys. It's very early at this meet, but it is quite busy. It's a good little lineup of GT3 RSs here too, and it looks like some PTS ones, but this is the one that really caught my eye. It's a very dark blue. Don't know what the exact color code is from Porsche, but what it gets me is all of the accents finished in a much lighter shade of blue. It's very reminiscent of the 997.2 GT3 RS. All the details down to the wheel, the stickers, even just the small little trims around the headlights, they're finished in that light blue. The entire interior as well. We have another one, again, so many different colors here on Porsche. I think it's Voodoo Blue, but that one is very nice too. Not as extremely done as this one here, but obviously very good color as well. And then we've got all the standard colors here, like the red and the silver. There is a lighter blue over there as well with white accents, which does look really good. Almost like, it's a bit too bright actually. I was gonna say Toronto Maple Leaf spec, but it's a little bit lighter, but I do like the white wheels and the white stickers, obviously. It's got a nice little heritage look to it. Got white, gray, and green down there as well. And the green one looks like it has some yellow accents on it. So yeah, no shortage of interesting specs. I gotta drown out that music over there, but we'll see what other cool cars we can find in the lot here. I think this might actually be one of the rarest cars here. I don't remember what trim it is, if it's like a 4S or a GTS, but this is the America edition. They used to do like RS Americas way back in the day, so I guess this is sort of paying tribute to that. But you can see all the different colored stitching here, red and white, through the backs of the seats. I think it goes right through the shift boot as well. So some cool little details on this. I don't know how many of these they made. There we go, Carrera GTS. But yes, like I said, the America edition. So paying tribute to some older cars. You get those special wheels and the decals too. That could actually be the rarest car here. And speaking of rare cars, well, we got two GT3 RSs. Those are always nice to see, but there are a lot of those here. Not so many of these though. The 911 Turbo 50, so the 50th anniversary of the 911 Turbo. It's a special edition. There's quite heavy tints on the windows, so you can't really see the interior, but that is probably the coolest part of this car. There's a lot of like cool heritage details in it. Obviously, you get the heritage design package on the exterior as well, and these sort of sport classic style wheels, which do suit it very nice. And we saw the car unveiled back at Monterey Car Week though, but obviously now you can see do have some customer cars too. See, there are some RWBs here. This is the one we actually saw getting built at Porsche Mark in the last PTN thing we were at, and you can see it now with those wheels on it. When we went, the wheels haven't been put on yet, so now you can just get a better look at what it looks like there. The dish on them is absolutely massive. You can see just how far back the spokes go, but this is the coolest part. We couldn't really get to look at the interior earlier. Now you guys can obviously see the custom seats with that nice little plaid look to it, black and yellow. I think they actually took that out of a Volkswagen and put it or fastened it to these carbon fiber bucket seats, which look pretty remarkable. It's got like a mix of sort of a classic old school cruiser mixed with obviously the raw carbon fiber bucket seats are very race car like. So cool to see that. We have that 993 Cabrio over there we've seen on the channel a number of times. This one I don't think we have seen before. It looks like a 993 actually, but it's really, man, it's quite understated. You wouldn't even really know it's an RWB to the untrained eye, but there is quite a nice little paint job to this. It's got like a black and green, almost like a pearlescent effect to it. And like I said, really understated. It doesn't have that big, massive RWB style GT wing at the back, just that nice ducktail, but it is quite wide, so it might possibly be the Heavenly kit. But that is a really nice looking paint job. You can see there just the sparkle and the difference between the black and the green through the lights. That's really nice. Who's that? And not Porsches, but you have the F1 combo, the F1 Edition Vantage. And we have, well, this is the safety car. There is one of these driving around Toronto that does actually have the safety car lights and the F1 stickers on it. It's not the one. That would have made it a lot cooler, but there you go. F1 combo at the Porsche True North before heading to our next stop. So not like we've seen enough of these in the past week or so. I think we saw like 7 when we were back in Monaco and Villa d'Est, but when there is an SP3 road anywhere in the world, we do have to go see it. So this one is downtown Toronto, some random like Italian event going on, not even a car event, but Ferrari is sponsoring this event. They have brought an SP3 out. It is a dark red with gold wheels and blue seats. Not the same one that we saw down in Yorkville last year, but very similar spec. And of course, we are all still familiar with the back. Probably my favorite angle of the SP3 because it really shows off the lines the best. And just that classic back end with all the slits through it, the big exhaust pipe. This is really only the 3rd entry in the Icona series with the SP1, SP2 Monza. I would have this over both of those open top cars. So the SP3 is probably one of the most beautiful cars in recent time, not just from Ferrari, but any manufacturer. So of course, if we get word that there's one out and about anywhere, like I said, we're gonna go see it. And this one is no different. And just on the other side from that SP3 is a bright green Revuelto. So we have seen a few of these around in Toronto, definitely a lot elsewhere, but not too many in Toronto. I don't think we've actually seen a green one before, and it's got all the matching colors in, well, the brake calipers also painted in bright green. The entire interior, you can see the edges of the seats right through the center console, all finished in that bright green, which is pretty striking. And you know what, you're gonna get a Lamborghini, especially one of the big ones, the V12. I think it should be a bright color. And you know what I actually just noticed here, what I didn't notice before, the back end here with this big diffuser that kind of goes all the way up to the top of that rear bumper kind of reminds me a bit of a Centenario. So a lot of design elements or cues from other Lamborghini models on the Revuelto, which is rapidly growing on me day by day. I think I'd still take the Aventador, but honestly, in a bright color like this, it is pretty cool. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Not bad for a Tuesday night in Toronto. Another SP3 for the books. Look what we just found, people. Chiron Pur Sport. Mr. Dab cars in the cut. Nice and random. Oh my god. We got leapers, everybody. It's a classic spot. Too shabby, guys. A little 054 GT action. Very good looking. Nice little spec on it, too. All right, so there we go. We saw the 054 GT roll up. There's a Heritage Edition back there. And surprise, surprise, there is a 3rd 4GT rolling in. There is Amon rolling up in a car we've seen a number of times now this year, but always good to see, and it'll look really cool parked up with the other 2 4GTs. Not a bad little vantage point here, guys. Lots and lots of cars, and there we go. We got a Miura edition, a Aventador rolling in, and something else. Oh man. Wow, it's a loud boy. look at that, guys. You got the Miura edition we saw rolling up earlier. I don't even remember the last time we saw one of these, but there you go. Looks like a Miura with the paint job, obviously, and there is the designation just in front of the rear wheel. Very cool to see that. Here we go, guys. Combos for days. So there is the Miura edition Aventador, I believe one of 50. Saw one earlier. There's one of the many Heritage 4 GTs. Don't even ask which one this is, because there's so many different paint schemes, but really do enjoy this one. The gold with the red accents, very good. Don't think we've seen that one yet. There is, of course, Amon in the Carbon series as well. Yeah, not bad, guys. Oh man, so we were here, I guess, 2 weeks ago for the Vulture Sunday Classic. This is a much different crowd, much louder, a lot of supercars, as you guys saw from the roof. We are here towards the end, so I guess it's kind of cool in a way. We'll see a lot of the stuff leaving, but there you go. A lot of McLarens. Look at that Spider RS rolling in yellow with the YSEC package. Yeah, not too bad, guys. There we go, very lovely. First gen Murcielago, like unmodified. I think it's a manual too. We did see it pulling in. There's like a Pandem E92 over there. Look at that, such a nice looking silhouette. That is aging gracefully. Looks best in yellow too. Need for Speed Most, or Need for Speed Most Wanted, Hot Pursuit 2. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2. That was the game. There's the cover car. That turbo's getting kind of loud over there, but man, that is such a good look. Don't modify these too heavily unless you're gonna go like do a crazy Japan like neon Lamborghinis. Don't go too crazy with these. They look so good stock and they are aging so well. I think, well, I got another Spider here, but look at that McLaren 620R, very rare, basically a 570S GT4 road car, so that's very cool. Oh man, it is noisy in here. Holy smokes, like a 360 camera going on the R8. There's some shenanigans going on with that. Yeah, cars just keep humming and humming down in the parking garage here in Yorkville. My goodness. Yeah, I was not kidding, guys. This is really, really busy. It's a lovely color on this GT4 RS. I don't even know actually what color this purple is, but man, it looks good. Vanguard, great plate. So yeah, 10 out of 10 for the plate, 10 out of 10 for the color too. Great looking car. So you've actually stumbled upon a little random cars and coffee here. Strange mix of cars, but that's a really nice 488 piece to there. Rosso Fuoco, the nice dark red, and a little F12, couple F8s. But this, ladies and gentlemen, is art on wheels. The Fiat Multipla right-hand drive. I don't think I've ever seen one here in Ontario before. We saw one back in Italy. I forgot to film it, unfortunately, but this was my sign to film this car. Basically, it looks like two cars stacked on top of each other as there's lights right underneath the windshield. It's hilarious. One of the funniest looking cars ever. And there's 3 seats in the front. Oh, not too shabby. YSEC package on 991.2. That actually does look really good. I've only seen 992s lately, but that is aging quite well, I have to say, the 991.2s. Speaking of cars we haven't seen in a long time, nice little 675 LT just rolled in a pretty low-key spec, I would say. It's got the nice 5 spokes, white on red brake calipers, but this is by far one of the best looking modern McLarens, easily. Like, this sort of ushered in the new era of long tails. That big air brake is so good looking. It's such a huge, nice improvement over the 650S. Here we go, check out the spec on this Revuelto, everybody. Wow, it's like a very light blue, almost like a Zero California Ferrari with green accents. So from afar, I did say nice spec on this Revuelto, and I'm sticking to that, because you get close to it, a lot more than just little green accents going around the car. I mean, obviously you can see the green brake calipers, and like I said, the accents going down the side right through the vents. But look at this interior, ladies and gentlemen. That is next level. That is a lot of green right through the seat backings, all the stitching through the center console and the steering wheel too. And man, does it ever pop against this blue. I want to call it, it's like I said, close to a Zero California that you'd see on a Ferrari, but never seen on a Lamborghini before. So that is quite the spec. Wait for it. There we go. Reunited with the WRC Peugeot. That is so cool. Two Huracan Technicas, but let's give a round of applause for the GOAT, the right-hand drive multipla. That is absolutely the star of the show. Okay, before we head over to this Porsche event where I think they're doing a little 992.2 unveiling, I have to show you guys this little parking lot find here, the Megane R26R. So it's basically kind of like a homologated like cup car essentially, or a touring car, but inside you can see very race car vibes. In the back it's kind of hard to see through all the reflections, there's a dark tint on it, but the entire back end is a full red roll cage, and I think these are pretty powerful too, and obviously quite nimble. This is a very serious hot hatch from back in the day, guys. I've never seen one of these anywhere, to be honest with you. I was not expecting to see one in Toronto, but they all have this nice like gray with the red livery down the side and the red wheels. That's a lovely little find here. But let's go look at the Porsches. So like I said, 992.2 event. There's one up on the stage there, but this one they've taken the whole rear bumper off, so you can kind of see like the hybrid system. They've got the mirror under there too, so you can see the all new setup. Kind of interesting to see all open up. Like you got the big exhaust and the rad obviously sticking out, and just how much they can cram near the back of a 911. But this color, I don't know what this is, what PTS they put on this, but I've never seen it before. It's actually quite interesting, almost like a pastel, like greenish yellow, runs all through the dashboard too, so that's quite nice. And yeah, like I said, another one up on the stage there too, and we'll see what other cars are hanging around the lot here. It's a good PTS GT4 RS as well. Very nice looking color. We did see a few of these cars back at the PTN meet at Oakville, but I don't think we had this chalk GT2 RS before. And to be honest, I do believe this was a PTS color for the GT2 RS, not one of the standard ones. So always nice to see a rare car like a GT2 RS finished in a PTS color. And it looks like he does have some houndstooth inserts in the interior as well in those seats. So very good looking car obviously, and yeah, I've got a couple of GT3 RSs there, 992s, and the 991.2 as well.